Hi, it's me, Terry Mullins again, and this time I'm going to talk about the 1978 Betty Crocker Cookbook. According to the Betty Crocker website, the first Betty Crocker cookbook was published in 1950. My book was printed in 1980, the year I got married. The Betty Crocker Cookbook has been in continuous publication and is now in its 13th edition. The cookbook has changed dramatically through the years, reflecting the changes in society. My cookbook series will be about 3 different editions of the Betty Crocker cookbooks through the years and how they've changed. But in this video, I'm going to talk about the 1978 video. I know this cookbook from cover to cover. It has 1,500 recipes, and I've cooked many of them. Nautica talks about paratext in cookbooks, and the Betty Crocker cookbook has its share of supportive text. The cookbook begins with this page that says, Confidence from Betty Crocker's Cookbook. The aim of this section is to reassure, here it is to reassure, the reader that the recipes are tried and true. And the book was put together with careful planning and testing. Next, we'll find this nice table of contents, and it goes from meats and main dishes to salads and vegetables to breads, pasta, and rice, desserts, appetizers, and special helps. Okay, there is a nice detailed index in the back also that I have often used. Okay, sprinkled throughout the book is a variety of relevant information about food. The book even includes pictures of beef cuts and let's see, where am I? I'm sorry, that were helpful to me when I was a new cook. Nautica talks about, let's see, where are these beef cuts? Right here. Okay, Nautica talks about the importance of names in cookbooks. The recipe in this cookbook are not fancy. We see names like marinated roast beef or roast pork with onions or lemon squares. And if you remember in my chapter from Hodeker, he says that cookbooks make more money when they are directed at a particular audience. And everything about Betty Crocker is about her target audience. Her name, Betty Crocker, is made up. It's meant to represent average middle-class American female cooks. Her picture is carefully chosen to represent this demographic. Here's a picture of Betty Crocker on the back cover. And as you can see below her is more paratext telling you why this cookbook is perfect for you. We will see the recipes change from edition to edition when I do my future videos. Sometimes the name changes, like when lemon squares become lemon bars in a future edition, or the order of ingredients may change, although they're the same recipe and the same ingredients. And in this cookbook, the directions are lumped together in a paragraph or two, but they are numbered and spaced out in future editions. Most of the recipes in this cookbook are geared toward the middle class, although there are some recipes with ingredients that may be considered luxuries, like lobster. I looked for recipes that talked about a connection to health and food, but as far as I could see, there was nothing about health mentioned. When I tried to find a heart-healthy recipe in the index, all I saw was a recipe for a heart-shaped cake. That was about right for those days. Interesting, there's a section titled Variety Meats, and this section includes instructions on how to cook liver, sweetbreads, kidneys, tripe, heart, and tongue. It even includes some canning instructions. Now we're going to talk about my recipe. Okay, here it is right here. Let's see, this one. I decided to make a cookie bar recipe from this book today, and I chose the pecan cheese. The cookbook often lists recipes and offers ways to create a new version with substitutions. So I used the coconut cheese recipe, but I went with the pecan chew version. Now, when you cook bar cookies, you usually cook a base layer and then add a creamy, chewy layer and cook it again. And sometimes you may top it with a frosting. I followed the directions and cooked my bottom crust that called for powdered sugar, shortening, and flour. And when that was done, I whisked together eggs, brown sugar, baking powder, flour, salt, vanilla, and pecans before baking it some more. And it was baked and cooled. I added a vanilla butter frosting that is on another page. And here they are. Here they are. They're really good. So The recipe mentioned, I did want to mention that margarine could be substituted for butter in the frosting recipe because back then everybody thought butter was bad. Recipes are different nowadays, but I never did give up my butter. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a great day. Okay.